Everyone. This is Western Buddha, and today I'm going to be talking about why I hate the Latino communities. Or, I shouldn't even say why. I hate the Latino communities. It is the worst group of people to ever be a part of in the United States. A lot of these people, bro, like I can honestly say, deserve to go to fucking hell. Honestly, I could just end the video by just saying that much already. But I want to talk shit, and I also want to give my people a new uh, I, a new perspective on why they should hate themselves and improve on that. Hopefully that makes sense. I mean, look at this shit. Latinos for Trump. Or as one of my favorite YouTubers says, pendejos for Trump, which is way accurate. I mean, I was surprised that so many Latinos actually voted for this fucker. It's so disgusting. Like, I remember the days people would say, like, oh, yeah, Latinos, Mexicans, uh, they're like tied. The togetherness is within their communities. Like, black people would say that shit a lot. White people, too, they saw it, too. And you would hear some Latinos being like, nah, bro, it's not like that at all. It's super shady and all that. And, who knows really, but from my experience, I can tell you, yes, it is very shady and it's very disappointing because, we're supposed to be very religious people, a religion that is supposed to help one another, but we we like the moment there's like a moment to like backstab each other, or not even just backstab, but just the idea of like, oh well, you're from there mentality, it's all over. You're basically cooked. I shouldn't even say cook, but you get the point. And uh growing up for me, I never really imagined Latinos being racist. Like, if anything, like I knew it existed, like the whole gringo word and mayate, but I was never like, oh man, like we're such a fucking group of racist motherfuckers. Like, no, like I felt like racism was more like so like within like gangs, cartels, just very weak people within our communities. So I never thought it was like, oh, it's everywhere. But then I started seeing more and more videos, and that completely like flipped my narrative, and I was just disappointed and shocked because my parents didn't raise me to be hateful towards anybody. In fact, my mom has a black friend. My dad has Russian friends. And my dad would tell me that his Russian friends from work, they always get insulted by the white Anglo guys, the managers, or just some uh, dorky white guy that acts weird for some reason at work. That specific white guy. And they would just make fun of them with their accents, say call them by different Russian names, and like primarily just say like vodka. And that's how they would like insult them the whole time. And like the Russian dudes, they didn't take that like willy nilly. They would literally try to like fight. and and so as I saw my parents, interact with different groups of people, I was never like, oh, like I was more open to being friends with everybody. Going back to my mom's black friend, bro, I thought we were black. Like because I believe I'm not so sure if she's Dominican, but her husband is Mexican, and so I thought, oh, we might have been black just a little bit, but no, they were just like a family friend group, and we got along. At a very young age, we would have sleepovers, parties, all that good stuff, and so now that I'm like seeing like what Latino communities are, the image is now like like I said, breaking apart, and I think our people need to start actually shaming each other for having this type of behavior and actually strive to be better. Because look what's happening. We're literally being our entire homelands. Like I know a lot of us are gonna be like, oh well, I'm from the US. But a lot of our homelands are fucked up because of the US. The reason why your dad has a shitty job is because he had to walk over 1,000 miles to get his ass here and then get a shitty job just so he can pay more in taxes than he will ever get back from the US government. Like, I don't understand how nobody has thought of this through. If you really cared, you would be talking like the way I am. Talk bad about your people and probably, I shouldn't say probably, but at the very least try to strive them to make better decisions and start caring more for one another. But sadly, this cult exists. The worst enemy to a Mexican is another Mexican. Is a common cultural expression highlighted internal, often social or interpersonal conflicts within Mexican culture. It frequently addresses issues like colorism, self-sabotage, and interpersonal rivalry within the community. Yes, this shit is so fucking common. It's disgusting. It's such a disappointing aspect within our communities. In fact, you basically have to fucking walk with your with like an extra eyeballs behind your back when you enter uh, your own friend group or a job site or just like a restaurant. it's just there's like disappointment. I feel like even saying disappointment doesn't even uh, describe this phrase existing. And I remember like somebody at my job one time. So she got this position. She moved up because the previous supervisor, she quit, and then they hired her because she's been there in the company for a long time. And she knew absolutely fucking nothing. She had to use a computer, and I don't want to say like she was fucking old as shit. I just want to say that she was ancient in a sense of she used a flip phone instead of a touch phone. So that's kind of how ancient she was. So she had no idea on how to use computers. And I was the one who always like trying to help out, trying to get help her out with the computer and all that. One day, I was throwing away trash, and it was busy, and we had like carts for like the trash. It was like cardboard boxes, and they were like pretty tall. And as I was pushing it, I guess one of the cardboard boxes kind of like slipped as I was pushing it, and it kind of fell on her. It like hit her shoulder, and like she wasn't like old. She was probably like in her 40s, late 30s, something around there. But regardless, I think that was the moment where like she had like this hate boner for me because the moment it hit her, she was like, "You did that on purpose." And I was like, "Oh no, it just fell. Like it just fell. Like I didn't know." And after that, like I guess she basically sabotaged me because I was learning all the things out the work. I was trying to move up, and the moment like the opportunity, I was like, you know what, bro, I know everything here. Let me try to like, negotiate or something. And I was basically told to fuck off because I was talking a lot. And it wasn't even like actual talking. If anything, I was just talking in a sense of like, just teaching people on how to do certain things. Like, oh, you just do it this way. Oh, the trash is over here. Oh, if you need help, go talk to him. That type of stuff. Like I wasn't really like talking, but I guess one day she saw me talking and she was like, "Oh, let me get his ass." And then she brought the manager and she was like, "Look, he's talking to people." After that, I was just like, "Damn, bro." Depression levels were seriously high. And yeah, that's why this fucking quote exists. And another like disappointing factor is that approximately 54 to 69% of adults in Latin America identify as I should say not in America, fuck. Latinos in in US is Catholic. Okay, sorry, my bad. As of 22 and 23, approximately 43% of Latino adults in the U.S. identify as Catholic, marking a significant decline from 67% in 2010. While Catholicism remains the largest faith group among U.S. Latinos, it has dropped with roughly 30% now. Oh my fucking god. Religiously, oh my god, no. Unaffiliated nuance, and about 21 Protestants religiously. Okay, there you go. Declining numbers, the percentage of Hispanic adults identify. And then being born in the U.S., which he's also hated in, they had a struggle with like how to like express their feelings and their problems. And then like sometimes their parents would take them to the pueblo in Mexico. Yeah, sure, they'll meet like distant the relatives, but you get that feeling that you're not liked, you're not welcome. Yeah, sure, maybe some people are nice to you, but they don't talk to you. They'll just say hi to you and that's it. And so I feel like that's one of the reasons why in U.S. Latino communities here, they're so divided and they have such a hate boner for a lot of Latin countries, bro. I mean, yeah, sure, you'll see them having like the Mexico flag, El Salvador flag, Venezuela flag, and all those other flags. But as much as I don't want to be like that conservative guy to be like they would never live there. No, of course they wouldn't fucking live there. And of course, they will definitely like not give a shit if the U.S. was to not nuke their like country. They would not care. And so that's why I believe, yeah, like most likely we'll probably see like some sort of like resurrection of like Chicano culture coming back soon because so many people, young people, are now like kind of like realizing like, yo, like shit sucks. The people that I'm supposed to be friends with suck. I mean, I remember this one video of a guy. He was talking about like, uh, he's black. He was saying that black women don't. He likes black women, but black women don't like him. And like in a romantic way. Like he would just be friends with them. I mean, the girls would just be friends with him. And so he's like having this like kind of like almost like a problem with like what the fuck, like I thought, like, aren't we supposed to be together? Aren't we supposed to be talking or something like that? But yeah, like a lot of the times, and that's what I'm experiencing too, is like it's hard to even talk to a female that's supposed to be from my ethnicity. Here's a video where like what I was trying to say earlier about Chicano culture.
If they spring swap meets, there could be potentially some people dressed up like that aren't from a neighborhood. And so you have a problem with that.
I do.
Okay.
It's not so much that I have a problem with how people are dressing up. It's more what they're portraying as they're dressing this way. So you have, I live 10, 15 minutes away from the San Fishing swap meet. I've gone in there for years. I went in there a year ago just to go dance. My partner, good camarada, my bird from Hawaiian Gardens, he's like, hey, mijo, let's go. I'm like, I was depressed. I just left my dad. I'm like, I don't feel like going nowhere, mijo. He goes, let's go dance, mijo, let's go. Fuck it. We went. I go in dressed the way I dress, a little something like this with my thong on. And I'm dancing, getting my groove on. Go back a week later, 2 weeks later, and some hyena tells me I went viral. What the fuck is that? She goes, do you have a TikTok? I'm like, no. I get one. I did. I went viral just for looking the way I looked.
Yeah.
This is the hyena who had that 213 something cholas. And this is not dress up. It's not cosplay. This is people's lives. I've lost homies for this.
Yeah.
We've been shot at, boxed, people been stuck.
Yeah.
I got an RIP, a gang of motherfuckers for walking around. This is not okay. You got 12-year-old little girls out there looking up to these hyenas. You're supposed to, they call people who are on platforms like this influencer. What the fuck are they influencing? Tell me what they're influencing that's positive. It's horrible. It's unfortunate.
You go to like...
Absolutely, bro. She literally just said it, the whole thing. I mean, I can honestly end the fucking video right here and then. But, yeah, a lot of fucking Latinos, sadly to say, are fucking dumb fucks. So many of us are fucking dumb fucks, man. And the whole influencer thing, too, is like they're even stupider. They're even stupider than the average Latino. And I, sadly to say too, is like I didn't really grow up with with Chicano rappers or anything like that. In fact, I hardly even know any Hollywood famous celebrities that are Latino. I guess you could say George Lopez, but that fool is just a comedian, and that's it. He's not really that well known for me. And especially with the girls too, man. Like I feel like the girls, like they'll see this type of like aesthetic and be like, oh wow, like that looks cool. I want that. But like she said, this isn't It's not for funds. It represents something bigger than just fucking looking cool. It was an aesthetic that was challenging the U.S. government. This is what I mean by the cholas. This Chicana Rosa. I'm not gonna play the video that much, but I'm not gonna play music, but yeah, it's just complete trash. Oh no, you can't play subtitles. But yeah, like look how they're dressed, bro. Compared to like that chick right here, she's way better. The girl here,
spring swap meets, there could be potentially some people dressed up.
Compared to this girl right here, look at this outfit. Way better than fucking this. What the fuck is this, bro? She literally looks like a dude, bro. This is like the shit that guys wear. And this girl right here, she's like the hottest one with the pink. She literally has way more of a Chicana look and looks way hotter than the rest of these girls. How's that possible, bro? And then Mexican OT. Same thing, I'm not gonna play the video. But I remember one of his songs where he's I think it was like he was fishing and he's getting head as he's fishing. And just like how that old chola said, yeah, like what the fuck are these guys influencing, man? They're not saying shit. They're literally not saying anything in their raps other than like, oh, like I'm from this place, I make money, I get the hoes, blah 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 blah. Same old fucking wording. Yeah, and they absolutely don't fucking mean anything. But then when you hear your parents' music, it's a different type of feel. This is one of the most famous. ¿Cómo te voy a olvidar? How will I forget you? Oh, I mean, how could I forget you? And this is like what my parents listened to. My love, my love, my love. Quiero que me vuelvan a mirar tus ojos. I want your eyes to see me. My love, my love, my love. Quiero volver a besar tus labios rojos. I want to kiss your red lips again. Como no acordarme de ti? How could I forget you? Everything. How could I ever forget you? Shit, I forgot the translation. But you get the point. It's just about never forgetting his love. And like this is probably like the best part is en todas partes estás tú. Si en una rosa estás tú. Si en cada respirar estás tú. ¿Cómo te voy a olvidar? ¿Cómo te voy a olvidar? Literally saying everything reminds me of you, and every part of basically life reminds me of you. From roses remind me of you. From breathing reminds me of you. And then like, how could I forget you? Si besando la cruz estás tú. Kissing the cross reminds me of you. Rezando una oración estás tú. Reading a I forgot what they're called in the church, but you get the point. It reminds you of her. All that. And I don't know if this is true about how they write their songs, but to me, I feel like it's very similar to how the Aztecs and I guess Mayans would write their poems. It was called "The Flower" and the song, and what it represented. Those two things was the flower, the beauty of nature, and the song, the human experience. So you can almost probably, if I were to really look into it, you could probably identify what part represented the beauty of nature and what part represented the human experience in this, like just the lyrics alone. Another great song right here, Como te extraño mi amor, how I miss you my love. Lyrics are right here. Como te extraño mi amor, ¿por qué será? Come on, man. Me falta todo en la vida si no estás. Como te extraño mi amor, ¿qué debo hacer? Te extraño tanto que voy a enloquecer. Bro, these are like banger songs. And then Desvelado, another great song. Sea fue que yo encontré una voz de ternura que me llena de placer. Cuando la oigo hablar, con ella me enamoré, aunque nunca la conocí. Sueño en su querer y en sus brazos quiero dormir. Escucho cada día la radio, seguro que la vuelvo a oír. Por el cielo busco mi estrella, a la luna quiero subir, voy desvelado. He's basically talking about a girl that he misses. It's believed that the song is about Selena Gomez. I think so too, maybe. I don't really know. But yeah, a great song. Highly recommend it. And then going back to the Chicano Pachucos, uh, I, I was just doing research on the whole Chicano movement and the fashion. And I remembered, wait a minute, I remember this fun movie called The Mask, 1994. And I remember Jim Carrey wearing that yellow outfit. And this is what I mean. The iconic yellow suit worn by Jim Carrey in The Mask is stylized set suit, heavily influenced by 1940s Pachuco fashion and swing culture, designed to look chaotic yet sharp. The suit features a long jacket with wide shoulders, high-waisted pants, and a wide brim hat, invoking a vintage rebellious aesthetic. So, bro, we basically infiltrated fucking Hollywood. And even right here, Hey Pachuco, the song where like this scene right here is happening, like I was like, oh shit, I remember the song saying Hey Pachuco. So, bro, we had a fashion. And then there's more fashion to it. Look at this. Clean. Like you can almost see the rebellious. Look at the different colors. Even rocking the pink. I'm not much of like a colorful person, but damn, bro. In fact, my fashion absolutely fucking sucks. But I wouldn't mind fucking wearing this shit, bro. Would not fucking mind one bit. Shit. And then look at this too, like old school like gangsters. Look at that, bro. All clean, bro. Clean as fuck. And look at the girls, bro. Look, hot as fuck, bro. Like you could like it kind of. I almost want to say that it looks like a guy's outfit, but still very girly, if that makes sense. Like they both look super attractive. Like damn, bro. God damn, bro. Like even though it's kind of intimidating because of the whole rebellious thing, I still want to approach the female and be like, yo, what's up? The socks. But damn, bro, like look at this shit, bro. And notice one thing. I guess she's a little bit, yeah. Notice one thing though. Like a lot of these girls don't even look like they're chunky. Maybe for this one, but then I guess she's just short. Damn, bro. God damn. They look hot, bro. They look fucking hot. But then look what happened to our fashion. The Edgar epidemic happened. Look at this shit, bro. I don't have words for this, bro. I look at them and I'm just like, bro, they're all skinny. Look, see? It's basically the same outfit. Same outfit, but with different colors. Literally. You could easily switch this to a black one and he will look like this fucking guy. You can switch this to probably, what was it, a red, and he will look like this guy. Or even this. Look, see, it's literally all the same fucking It's the same fucking clothes with different fucking colors. If not a different like shirt, but still with like big words on it. There's no uniqueness to them. Literally, there's nothing unique about this. And the whole fucking bulk up that they fucking have, oh my god, bro. I gotta talk about that later, but I'm just getting ahead of myself. But just know it looks trash, bro. The outfit is trash. Oh, here's the bulk up. Or I should say the Edgar. I don't know when the fuck it was okay to look like a fucking toddler when you're in high school. Bro, I swear to God, bro, I most likely created this fucking hairstyle because I had no idea what fucking hairstyle fitted me the most. Bro, I had this fucking hairstyle when I was in high school. Specifically this one where like it almost looks like a fucking hill and you have like a little hole in your fucking head. Look at this, bro. It's trash. I'd rather have long Native American long hair than this shit, bro. This is literally fucking me, bro. Well, I wasn't curly, but still, bro, it looked like a fucking kid. You look like a toddler. You literally look like a fucking toddler, bro. This hairstyle sucks. It sucks. Okay, it's not cool. And then going back to Latina outfits, bro, like, damn, bro. This shit fire, bro. But then look at this. And then also look at this, I mean. Look, see? Girly. If you don't like the whole chola look, you can always go to like Mexico native style and look at this. Girly as hell, bro. Still very much approachable. Pretty girl. But then look at the females nowadays, how they're fucking dressed. And even the fucking guys. Bro, what happened to us, bro? Please tell me what the fuck happened to us. Oh, she's white. But you get the point, bro. Like, what the fuck is this? Bro, what the fuck? When did getting out of bed with your fucking pajamas become a fucking trend, bro? Become a style. All these bitches right here on these like images, bro, they all looked at themselves and said, cute. Bitch, this is not cute. Not cute at all. Absolutely fucking not, bro. Absolutely fucking not. And there's literally like no thought into it, bro. That's like the biggest problem. Is like there's no thought. Like everybody's asking, like, did fashion fucking die? Yes, bro. Look at what the people are wearing nowadays, bro. They're literally wearing their fucking pajamas everywhere they fucking go. Yes, fashion absolutely fucking died. You're telling me this is better than fucking this? Or this? Bro, I'd rather be walking with my girl wearing this or fucking this than this shit. I would just be like, bro. I would, like, literally, the only reason why they would even wear pajamas is so that their ass can fucking shake. That's it. Bro, people are literally saying nowadays that girls are becoming more and more like guys, bro. I don't doubt it, bro. This is shit that guys would fucking wear, bro. This is like the type of shit that I would go at a fucking McDonald's when I'm hungry and early in the morning wearing my fucking PJs, bro. That's literally what this shit is reminding me. All the fucking times I would go to fucking McDonald's with my fucking pajamas, bro. And these girls just have a fucking cute sign, and then the fucking brother, bro. The brother that's he's not my brother or her brother, but you get the point. The brother here is just wearing a fucking a twinsies with his girl, bro. Brother, what the fuck are you doing? Bro, go ask your fucking dad if your dad would ever do this with your mom. I guarantee you he'd probably look at you like you're fucking crazy. Hell fucking no, bro. So why the fuck are you doing it? If I were to ever look like a twin with my girl, bro, it'll be like a Halloween costume. Like it'll be like Michael Myers. Both of us wearing a Michael Myers outfit. Like she can wear her own like girly version of it, and I'll wear my like Michael Myers like actual outfit. And bro, I'll fucking just make out with her, bro. Make it look like almost like a terrifying fucking couple like that, bro. But fucking this, how, bro? And not only that, I've seen guys wear like more Hello Kitty shit, bro. Nowadays, more than ever, bro. There's so many fucking guys wearing like pink shit, and I'm just like, bro, what the fuck are y'all doing, man? I suck at fashion, but bro, I can already tell you this shit sucks. It's not cute. It's not cool, bro. It's fucking lame. You look lame. The fact that your girl is even like telling you to do this and she's still with you is surprising. More of an example. Like, bro, I can tell you right now, the guys that these bitches are dating nowadays are definitely just like weaker guys. I can tell you that right now. They're just weaker guys. If they were to date guys that like straight up, I guess nowadays they call them Chads, bro. The Chads wouldn't even wear these type of outfits around them, bro. In fact, I'm pretty sure that if Chad was to be like, I don't want you to fucking wear like you just woke out of fucking bed, dude, this girl right here would be like, okay, and dressing up way better. She'll gladly put on the fucking chola outfit or fucking this all of a sudden. One command and she's already like, okay, yes, master. And then this is the other saddest part about Latinos. Yes, Hispanic Latinas in the US have a higher rates of overweight and obesity compared to the general population. Data shows that over 75 of Hispanic women are overweight or obese. This could also include white people. Anyways, and roughly 45% of Latinas adults live with obesity, which is higher than the national average for women. Bro, our women are fat. They're fat, bro. They're not fucking thick. They're not fucking like, oh, fucking fat. Like sexy fat, I guess you could say. Like, no, bro. They're fucking fat. It's disappointing, bro. I mean, look at this. Bro, look at her. She's fucking skinny. And this picture's probably not from Mexico, but she probably is from Mexico. Look at these two, bro. Look at this. Look at all the girls here. None of them are like chunky looking. Maybe some of them. But you get the point. Nowadays, look at this, bro. Look at this. Of course, this is Google, so it's not going to show you fat girls. But you get the point, bro. Our women have downgraded, bro. They're no longer the hottest girls in the Americas or potentially in the world. Like, in my personal opinion, I would definitely rank Latinas at the very least one of the hottest girls you'll ever fucking meet in life. But now they're fucking 75% fat. They're fat. Sorry to say, bro, but they're fucking fat. They're downgraded. They're fucking wearing pajamas everywhere. And look at this. This is Jessica Alba. I'm not sure if we should even include her to being a fucking Mexican American type of thing. But regardless, she still looks relatively more native, more Hispanic in my personal opinion than she does white. Like, don't get me wrong, she does have like white features here and there. But like I said, like she looks more Native American in my personal opinion. But anyways, look at her, bro. Beautiful as fuck. Look at this. Bro, again, bro, she's brown. She's brown. Technically, she's brown. And look at this. Jenna Ortega. Not that hot, but bro, look at her, bro. Cute as fuck. Cute as fuck, bro. She looks like an elementary kid, but still very cute. Look at Selena Gomez. Probably the more normal, not normal, but the more average looking Latina currently around Latin America, bro. White skin, almost looks a little bit Asian. I believe the next beauty look for a lot of girls will be this like Asian look, like slanted eyes. But anyways, that's a different topic. But look at her, bro. Beautiful too. Very cute. Even this girl too, bro. Rosalyn Sanchez, bro. Look at her. Puerto Rican. Hot as fuck, bro. And she still also looks Asian too. Look at that. God damn, bro. Damn. Damn, bro. God damn. And look at this. Even more hot Latinas. Look, see, Selena Gomez, Jenna Ortega, Anya Taylor-Joy. I'm not really sure if we should even include her, but like I said, it doesn't really matter. I feel like most Latin countries are more nation of immigrants than America. But anyways, look at all these. Becky G. And then like one surprising one was Marilyn Monroe. While historically complex, some reports indicate that her mother was born in Mexico. I'm not sure if you guys want to include her as a Mexican. She is white technically, but again, I guess if you want to be like all nation of immigrants mindset, I guess we can include her. Which again, kind of just proves my point. Like, yo, we have the hottest bitches in the entire continent of America, probably in the entire world. And our girls are, let me see, our girls are fucking 75% fucking fat. How the fuck did we went from this, and all these other girls, and probably including Marilyn Monroe, from fucking, where is it again? This shit, bro. Fucking wearing pajamas everywhere. Thinking that it's fucking adorable. Thinking that, oh, it'll look good for like fucking going to school and fucking the mall. This shit right here, bro. How in the world did our women become so fucking less? Like, they literally downgraded themselves so much. They fallen, bro. They completely fallen. That's the. And then approximately 51 to 53 of Latinas in the United States become pregnant at least once before the age of 20, a rate that is nearly twice the national average. While teen birth rates among Latinas have been declining, they remain the highest of any major ethnic racial group in the country, often due to high rates of unintended pregnancies. Yeah, bro, this is another thing too that I'm just thinking to myself, was like, how the fuck is this even still a thing, bro? Like, I'm truly thinking to myself, like, okay, maybe it's gotta be due with genetics. Like, yeah, sure, we fucking got married relatively young, especially the indigenous people. They were get married like like around 20. So I'm like thinking, okay, maybe because of that, but then most of these girls are just getting pregnant and not even being with their fucking guy. So honestly, I don't even know how the fuck this shit couldn't even be fixed, because I know a lot of bitches that did get educated about the whole pregnancy, but they just wanted to get pregnant. They just wanted to have a fucking kid. And it's disappointing. It's truly disappointing. Like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on in the household, but I don't know, bro. If you have any like ideas, let me know, bro. And another thing about that whole topic that I was just mentioning, bro, was this shit, bro. So I was just thinking to myself, like, the whole pregnancy thing. Like, I remember back in my school, bro, there was girls that would just date older guys, bro. The guys were like at least 20. I knew one girl, she was like 17, and the dude was like 21, 20, something like that. And everybody was just like, oh yeah, she's dating an older guy. And I was just like, what the fuck? How the fuck did they even meet? And I remember hearing like, oh, it's because the guy is friends with her brother. And I guess like once they started like dating, like the brother like didn't like it, but he couldn't really oppose it because the sister was like, oh, if you make us break up, I won't ever fucking talk to you again. Type of shit. And I was just like, bro, females within the Latina communities, uh, within Latin communities, and like I even saw like Big Shirt Style. He even made a video about this, like pedophilia. Pedophilia is promoted within uh, Latin communities, and I honestly would argue that I think females promote pedophilia way more than any other person within our group. And it's true. They'll date older guys because they're better, they're more handsome, or they just don't like guys their age. Some random fucking bullshit reason like that. And then you have guys also being like, oh well, she won't fucking talk to me, like that fucking brother that I just fucking mentioned. And then you also have like paisas that get arrested, and then they'll just have like whatever fucking creep that gets arrested for like, trying to be with kids within their ranks within the prisons, just so that they can have more like soldiers
of all time, Desiree Castaneda. And the news about what she let her ex do to her daughter is just appalling. So Desiree's 25, and for a while after she split up with her ex, Juan, who's 24, she allowed him to live with her and her daughter. Keep in mind, Desiree's 35, Juan's 24, and her daughter is only 12 years old. Well, at one point, Desiree's 12-year-old daughter became pregnant. And Desiree knew that Juan, her ex-boyfriend, who's 24, was the one who got her pregnant. But what did Desiree do? Did she try to protect her daughter, call the authorities? No, she threw her ex-boyfriend and her 12-year-old daughter a baby shower. I mean, she was excited that her daughter was pregnant, and this guy is a pedophile. So this disturbing plot was unraveled when Desiree's daughter actually was in the hospital giving birth. And while she was in labor and the doctors and staff were finding out who the father was, they called the police and they had Juan arrested at the hospital. Thankfully, shortly afterwards, Desiree herself was arrested and she was recently sentenced to 15 years in prison for enabling child SA and child neglect. In this world, parents are meant to protect their children from people like Juan, this disgusting pedophile. But instead, Desiree chose to not only enable him, but to applaud him. So I'm glad that she got a lengthy prison sentence, and I hope it's a lot of fun for her.
And that's what I mean by like females within the Latin community definitely promote this type of behavior, bro. It is a fact, bro. I'm just being completely real. I've seen more females do like the most for like older guys and like just dating them in general, bro, more than ever. And like guys, like this is what I also mean by like our guys are also being way weaker, more now than ever. Like it's such a disappointing sight to see, man. Like, we truly, as a group of people, we've truly fallen, bro. We used to be way better than this. Only terrible mother there is within the Latino community. Here's another example.
Mother for her first television interview.
Everything was good. I just don't understand why it had to be this way.
Rachel Reyes' son, 23-year-old American citizen Ruben Ray Martinez, was killed by an ICE agent nearly 1 year ago.
I was devastated and in disbelief. And it's bad enough to lose your child, but then to lose your child at the hands of law enforcement when they're supposed to be the ones to protect your child.
ICE's involvement in Martinez's killing in March of 2025 was only publicly revealed in February, roughly 11 months later. Martinez was out celebrating his birthday with his best friend Joshua Orta in South Padre Island. ICE says one of its agents fired defensive shots into Martinez's vehicle after Martinez intentionally ran over another ICE agent.
Is that something you think your son would have done?
Absolutely not. No, of course not. He was not a violent person. He was not aggressive.
DHS's
He probably did.
account was disputed by Orta, who said in a draft declaration that his friend did not hit anyone. Orta died in a car crash in February before he could testify.
His friend died before he can testify to what actually happened. Bro, honestly, I'm surprised this shit isn't like going around and spreading like fucking wildfire within Latino communities.
The Texas Department of Public Safety told CBS News it completed its investigation into Martinez's killing, saying it would release the records related to the case on Friday. Last month, a grand jury rejected criminal charges related to the shooting. Charles Stamm is representing Martinez's family.
In a recent statement, your team said that a toxicology screen detected alcohol and marijuana in Ruben's system. Do you know whether Ruben was intoxicated when he was shot, and could that have played a role in what happened?
He was never stopped on suspicion of public intoxication or driving under the influence or anything of that nature. It's important to bear in mind.
No one gives a shit about this.
This was not someone.
Also supported President Trump in the 2024 election, but she says change is desperately needed.
I don't blame President Trump for the death of my son because he wasn't the one who pulled the trigger, but I do think that something needs to be changed in that department as far as the pattern of violence or abuse and impunity. Based on the statement that they made, seeing how the words that they chose to put out there about my son, that's as insult to injury.
Reyes says she does not.
And this is exactly what I mean about Latinas just being like the worst aspect within Latino communities, man. Like, as much as I'm somebody who is very protective towards women, bro, I cannot deny it, bro. Latinas are one of the dumbest motherfuckers on earth, bro. I mean, this is the perfect example. She still supports Trump despite her fucking son being dead. There's a story about Jesus Christ. I forgot who it was that approached him. It was like someone from Greece or something like that. But he went up to Jesus and he said to him, "Don't bless the politicians. They know what they're doing." Implying that they're doing fucked up shit on purpose. And this girl does not see that. She just thinks, oh, well, accidents fucking happened. But no reason for people to talk shit. And this is another example of a Latina just being completely retarded. Oh, shit.
Unless it was to push a narrative. Like, no one gives a fuck about Latinos. There's no Latino lives matter. All these fucking migrant children getting gang raped at the border and no one seems to fucking care because everyone's still talking about George Floyd.
So when people ask why we don't care anymore, they don't always see the weight behind that question. It's not just one experience. It's years of being misunderstood by people who never took the time to actually know you. And over time, that constant misreading of who you are creates emotional fatigue. Not loud frustration.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, I love Exo Speaks, bro. He truly makes great videos. I wish they were longer, but that's just a little critique of mine. But man, dude, his videos are truly good. And honestly, going back to this fucking Latina, bro, it's such a disappointing thing to see girls like her just bitching about these kind of things, because it's like, okay, yeah, sure, children at the border are getting human trafficked and potentially even assaulted by border patrol, but I can guarantee you this fucking girl barely fucking found out about that probably a week ago or 2 days ago, and she's just now bitching about it. And as there's like fucking people being like, leave black people alone, it's like, bro, at least learn about this shit years before or something, before you just open your fucking mouth and start complaining and being like, cry me a river mentality. Because I bet you 100% she does not know about this.
These cruelties to 11, and yes, we should be outraged that people are being deported without their constitutional right to due process. But we should also be outraged that our immigration system is built upon these foundations. As we know, it wasn't all invisible under Obama exactly. He faced severe backlash even at the time for his cruel family detention policy and the overall abject conditions of immigrant detention. The PBS documentary I've been showing clips from unveiled a systematic pattern of racial, physical, and sexual abuse perpetrated by guards in these facilities. I'm going to show a few examples from the documentary just to show how pervasive all of this abuse was, but just a content warning for descriptions of sexual.
During her 3 months at Willacy, Mary says she endured repeated sexual assaults by a guard.
He kissed me, and then I pushed him, and then he said, well, I love big-breasted women. And then he took his hands and he, like, put it in my pants.
He put his hands in your pants.
And he said, well, do you like that? Does it feel good? Because you're locked up, so you don't know what it feels like. And I pushed him away. And I said, please let me go.
And then what happened?
He said, if you tell anyone, you wouldn't come out of here alive to see your family.
Men of color were coming to me talking about guards taking them in an area and beating them. Talking to me about guards who were running them down like they were animals and yelling and screaming and calling them names and talking about family members and getting in their faces spitting.
This is the first place where I ever went to that it was all right for somebody to say, you monkey, you black monkey, you know? Well, there was a lot of nights I hear screaming in the hallway. And you hear ploop, ploop, with like sticks and stuff. And then I would run to the door and look, and you would see them have somebody on the ground beating them.
You saw this?
Yeah, more than once.
Put the radios down, took off their belts, and get into fisticuffs with detainees.
This former guard says she saw a surveillance video of a vicious beating of a detainee.
I basically saw a lieutenant, a sergeant, and 2 officers beat up on a detainee. To me, it just looked half to death. They knocked off his front teeth, busted nose. He had a black eye. He was bleeding everywhere.
What was the reason for the altercation?
From my understanding, he talked back.
Adamite says she was shown the video and asked by officials to clean up the statements of the guards and make them consistent to hide evidence.
At the one single
Yeah. And this is something I can definitely say that like a lot of Latinos don't even know about this type of shit going down. A lot of us don't even know this shit. Like, sadly to really say, I only learned about this like in senior year of a high school. And it's just very heartbreaking to learn about this type of shit is going down. Like, and you know, as somebody who was raised to love my mother and my sisters, and I cherish them very dearly, and to see a fellow Latino going through this type of shit, and that woman also being forced to basically be touched, it's just heartbreaking to me, man. Very heartbreaking. And that's also one of the reasons why, like, the churches, I'm like, where the fuck are these guys at? You know, like, every church person that goes to these churches, where are they at? Like, where the fuck are these people at? We should all be like in front of these detention centers, but we're not. We're too fucking busy working. And going back to the whole cherishing women, how I said earlier, like how Latinas are basically promoting pedophilia, bro. I remember having a somewhat of a friend who knew a girl, and she was dating someone older. And you know, at the time, as I was asking about it, I was like, yeah, well, like, why? Why is this even a thing? Like, that's kind of weird. Honestly, how many times have you heard this, like in high school or in middle school? It's none of your business. Bro, we were the same age. We were like 16. We were probably going to be about to be 17. And the saddest thing to me was that as I asked about, like, okay, so she's dating somebody that's older, right? Like 22, 21. I asked, like, why doesn't her, like, brother or dad, like, talk to her about it? Like, say, break up with him. And this is the reply that I got from people, was that she said that if anybody tries to break us up, she is going to stop talking to them. She was going to be a spiteful little bitch because she wanted to fucking be with an older guy, using their fucking love for her against them. The audacity, bro. And now that I'm older and I've realized all this shit, bro, I don't understand how Latinos can put up with this bullshit, bro. Like, straight up, bro. And I don't understand how the balls of these bitches, these putas, to even say such things like that. Like, motherfucker, I look into third world countries. I look into women in other countries. Bro, specifically Japan. They have like this crazy, hell, even South Korea too. They have like this crazy a secret camera crisis where girls are basically sexually harassed at work, in public. It's almost impossible for them to escape from it unless they're like making like good money. And I look at that and I'm like, damn, bro, like, no wonder their fucking societies are about to fucking collapse, and like nobody's really dating is because there's so many girls that are struggling to interact with a normal motherfucker. And it's not even just those two first developed countries. It's like third world countries where like girls don't really even have an option other than whoever is nice enough or at the very least well off. And I look at all of the Latinas here, bro, and I'm like, bro, like you should fucking be thankful to God that you have a man in your life who is willing to fucking die for you because he's your dad, your brother, your son. But these putas don't see that. They just see a fucking dude. They would rather give themselves up to a fucking 25-year-old when they're fucking 15. Do everything they can to fucking please that motherfucker. That's fucking disgusting, bro. The audacity, bro. And as guys, bro, honestly, I think we need to start putting our foot fucking down and let these girls know, like, hey, I don't give a fuck if you're not gonna be talking to me. You're still gonna be in my fucking life. Listen to this. Yes, some Comanche became culturally or biologically Mexican largely through the incorporation of captives during the 18th and 19th century. The Comanche took thousands of Mexican captives who were often assimilated into the tribe, while others lived on the borders of Comancheria, blending Spanish, Mexican, and Comanche cultures. The reason why I bring up these guys is because the Comanche was the most dangerous Native American tribe that has ever lived. They're still around. They do like events and shit. But anyways, but the reason why I'm bringing them up is because there's so much lore about these guys. And I forgot who said it, but this is quote unquote, the Comanche is the most dangerous tribe in all of Native American history. No one else comes second to them. Like, that's how brutal these guys were. And, you know, they're also brown like Mexicans. Such like right here on Google. So potentially you have Comanche blood in you. And I highly recommend you look into these guys. Another group of people that live in the Sierra Mountains, the Apache. The Apache people, particularly the Chiricahua and Mississauga, I cannot pronounce that, bands earned a fearsome reputation as legendary warriors, often described as the tigers of human species and the ghosts of the desert. During the Apache Wars of the 19th century, known for their unmatched mobility, survival skills, and fierce resistance against Mexican and American expansion, they were viewed as one of the most formidable forces on the southwest frontier. I say this because, look, brother, as much as every person wants to be like, oh, Aztec this, Aztec that, and maybe sometimes Mayan, I'm like, bro, we're more like the Comanche and the Apache. We were called once tigers of human because of our fierce fighting style. Ghost of the deserts. Of the desert, I mean. Because we were able to disappear. Guerrilla tactics. Like, I don't understand how men nowadays in Latino communities are so weak, man. Like, literally, like, these guys, the Apache and the Comanche, bro, they wouldn't have tolerated Latinas nowadays, bro. They would have gladly put them in their place. And this is what I mean by how cool they were. George Carlin, in his 1834 letters, famously described the Comanche as the most extraordinary horsemen that I've ever seen or expect to see. He described their battle horsemanship, where they would drop down and hang alongside their horse, as a feat of skill that astonished me more than anything of the kind. He was so impressed by how they could ride horses. I mean, I already said that we created cowboys, and a lot of people already know that. But it's still not described as to, bro, we're not just cowboys, we're also Indians. Considered the greatest horsemen of all time. He even, this George Carlin guy, he even called us the Lords of the Plains, particularly in his writing paintings that highlighted their exceptional horsemanship, dominance over the southern Great Plains, and powers as warriors during his visits to the region between 1830 and 1836. Lords of the Plains, guys, the middle of the U.S. And then this is how badass we were. Renowned for his portraits of Native Americans, described as the Comanche people as unattractive and slovenly looking while on foot, but metamorphosized into extraordinary, graceful master horsemen the moment they mounted their horses. So we were there was no other equal to our ancestors, that when we physically became one with the horse when riding the horse. Bro, how the fuck did we went from Comanche lords of the plains to fucking this? A girl's wearing fucking, I don't know, what the fuck is this again? Like, I just woke out of bed to fucking this. We're wanting to go back to fucking being a baby. To fucking this. Same outfit, different fucking colors. Bro, we've fallen as a fucking community, bro. So much so that it's disgusting. Like, I just look around me and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I almost don't even want to be Latino anymore. The more I look around. Like, everybody is so into, like, their own, like, they'll gladly fucking grab a fucking El Salvador flag, Mexican flag, Brazilian flag, Cuban flag, whatever other fucking flag there is. But just like how everybody else is saying, they wouldn't go back there and fucking live there. And that's a sad fucking reality to think about. You would not fucking go back to live there. And that is a sad truth. They wouldn't. They would not fucking go back. They wouldn't go to their motherland to live there. They're too fucking comfortable and manipulated here way too much. Disgusting, bro. Disgusting.